This is Real and Raw.
Hello, ladies!
Hi!
We are back!
It's another one.
We're back!
We'll be talking about blended questions from our relationship series. Stay tuned.
So what I realized is because God is spirit, and when we indulge in sex outside of marriage, it feeds the flesh and not your spirit. So when you feed your flesh, your spirit man is down. And the only way we can worship God is in spirit and in truth. So you cannot worship God
In flesh.
if you're feeding your flesh. So that's what I was just like,
That's deep.
Revelation.
Hold up, this
That's
is the
what
reason
is-
I've been seeing your status. Girl, you've been preaching. Hallelujah.
girl, I'm searching for God.
Hallelujah. And you found
Lord.
God.
very good.
Praise
That's
Lord.
good.
Praise Lord. And you see, for the thing is, because I didn't realize this before, like it's always a struggle. Because most people will say, oh, if I swiped that V card, that ship sailed. But the thing is, just because you make a mistake, it doesn't mean you have to set up camp there. And
Right,
live there.
until you live there. and
You can
then-
always,
yeah, right.
people always say, there's nothing like re-virginizing. Okay, yes, you can't go back to being a virgin, but you can go back to celibacy.
Yeah.
It is always a path that is there. So don't, just because you're doing it, doesn't mean that you can't go back to, and just search for God. Yeah. So
Maybe it's just me, but I don't think let's say your first relationship, I don't think that was love.
Hey, mine was love.
What do you mean?
8
Like,
years.
like your first love. Your first love doesn't have to be the first
First
person.
person.
There's some people who you are just dating just for the sake
Yeah,
of
but
dating,
that's-
and then the second person is the first person you
fell in
truly
love.
fell in love
No,
with.
I think for me, I think the person you truly fell in love with is your husband.
People now getting married for convenience. Don't husband us here.
No. I'm just saying, okay, for me.
yeah, for
Personally, my husband is my first.
You dated
love.
someone before you
Yes,
got
and I
you
did
got
date
to
someone.
your
Yeah,
now
but I do
husband.
agree with you.
And
My
I
husband
thought-
was my
I
first
thought
love.
Exactly, but that's
no,
what
but
I'm
you see,
saying.
I thought that was love. I thought
You see, your husband
my
was your
ex
first
was
love, but you were dating that guy because there was pressure that everyone was dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, yours was pressure.
But I get
me,
what she's saying.
Yeah, me,
I
there's
know,
someone
yeah.
I've ever loved. Like, that person broke me to pieces. That's why it took me forever to recollect. So that's, don't misquote at your first love. Yes, your husband will be your last love and forever.
no, but I'm
But
saying he's
there's
not.
that cowboy who just swept you.
Which I understand, but what I'm saying is, when I was with my ex-boyfriend or boyfriends or whatever, I thought I was in love. I thought, oh my God, this is love. Till I met my husband, and I was
And
like,
you're like,
this
what
is
was
what
that?
God
Yes.
said is love.
Yes.
This
So what
is
you
love.
thought was love
It's not.
isn't-
That's what I
wasn't.
mean.
Okay, well, Nani, I hope una watch. Because it's not
Like
the
for
one.
me. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What does Bible say love is?
Yeah.
Okay, like
It's
we're going back to
kind.
spirituality.
Yes.
But what does the Bible say love is? Yeah, it's not like my husband is my over
God
like
is
love.
love. God
But
is
it doesn't mean it's always rosy. It doesn't mean we don't
Right,
fight.
right.
But what Bible say is love is by God's grace what I'm experiencing with my husband. So that's why I'll say that is your love, So we shouldn't. That's why when you're saying that, okay, this is my opinion, I don't want to like step on anyone's toes. So so this is my opinion that I believe when you find the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, that is your love. Like, and you get to enjoy what the Bible say love is
Right.
in that relationship.
Right.
That is love. Okay, to me.
Yeah.
Because
No,
a lot of times
I
we
agree.
think, if you asked me however many years ago before I met my husband, I would have told you, gosh, I'm in love. And I knew it was a horrible relationship, but I was still there.
No,
I'm
yeah,
like,
I hear
the
you.
name
I
of
hear
in
you.
love.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm in love. This is the man I want to be with.
Yeah.
And
Shock.
then God brought me hey, hubby, that's me,
Yes.
my husband.
Yes.
To Kenya.
All the way from Ghana.
Connection. He's a connector.
Where God
brought
decided
me.
your life will
God
be.
brought me my husband, and
Yeah.
truly, I know a lot of times we say, yeah, marriage is hard and horrible and there are bad men. It's true, all is true, but there are also some good ones out there.
Men
Yeah,
with
Forget
good
to say
relationships.
and appreciate that
the good ones.
there are good men out there.
Amen.
Yeah? And then God brought me my husband.
Hallelujah.
And the things the things he's made me experience, the things we've gone through, I'm like, wow, just
Yeah.
I keep saying thank you, God. Like, thank you
Amen.
for delivering me
Yeah.
from where I was in my mind saying I'm
Yeah.
in love. No,
Yeah.
that
Do
was
not lean
oh my
on
God,
your
that was
own
not love
understanding.
Yeah.
at all. That was not love. Yeah.
Do
so
not lean on your
okay,
own
that's just
understanding.
me saying.
Yeah.
But I get that sometimes you can be within a relationship with somebody and then you're like, okay, this is love for me.
Do you think it's very hard for our generation to be able to just, keep to ourselves? Because sex has become very casual between people, like in our
It's,
generation.
hi, how are you?
Yeah, it's like
I'm
a
horny.
greeting.
Let's go and have sex.
It's true.
That's how, no,
Yeah.
it
No,
is.
it's like that.
Like she
Yeah.
said, Nairobi is a bedroom these days. A very big one.
It's a bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
It's
okay,
just
Yeah.
you had mentioned one thing.
Yeah.
You said people are hurt. People are really hurt. Maybe they're hurt from their first love, second love, or they're hurt someone cheated on them. So I'm going to revenge. I want to do it. I've learned something. Now we're going spiritual. Like you said, we need to first make it like self-known to us that I want to practice this self-awareness. So, first thing is you have to forgive yourself for all the things. Allow yourself to forgive you for all the things so that you can start afresh. Because you can't move on if you don't forgive yourself for the things you allowed yourself to do or to happen to you. Because the forgiving father is bigger than the repentant son. So like you're saying, that realization, you actually give me a light bulb. I was like,
Yeah.
and umesema it's very true, and it's mind-boggling to just think about it. Like I have to forgive myself for what I allowed myself to do and to go through, for me to start afresh and move on.
It will help.
And
It
even
will
accept
actually help
that
you.
God has already forgiven you.
And I have to also accept, you know what?
Yeah.
I did those things, and like you said, I'm not going to lean on at what I did in the past and beat myself down and say, you know what, I can't have it better
Because of what you
Because I've
did.
already that ship has
It's
sailed.
never
Yeah.
like
It can sail back and you keep moving.
Hallelujah.
So guys, just in case you didn't know, Stella and Jess are married. Minji and Gracie, we are single. I want to know, let's say I'm in a relationship with someone, and we are sexually active, but we want to try and walk in God by doing this sexual purity before marriage. Yes, we have done the 360, but I want to try so that we can find our purpose in the whole relationship. How can I go about it? Like me as a single person, is it possible for me to try it?
Yeah. For the first one, I'll start with the first one. I think the way you answer like a relationship, like the foundation of your relationship, the foundation of your relationship is what will sustain that relationship even into marriage. So for example, if your relationship was based off money, that same thing is what will carry your relationship even into marriage. If sustain your relationship into marriage. If it was sex, that is what will sustain your relationship in marriage. And it's so important that whatever foundation you start, like we were saying before, that even as you're waiting in God. Yeah. So your foundation is in Christ. Yeah. So it's not you are waiting because of waiting. You're waiting because you're aligning yourself with God. So if your relationship is based on the things of God when you're beginning, that is what is going to sustain your relationship. That's what I think in my own.
So I strongly believe that the two people in the relationship need to be equally yoked. If you're unequally yoked, that's where everything like just goes off. Because for example, if how we met, our life was party after party. We are huku just standing up nini. But then me suddenly I realized, me wanna follow God. I wanna walk on this path. But this guy, he still values party after party. Me now I value God. He will feel like someone else has gotten into the relationship because now it's like we're pulling in opposite direction. So it's like a rubber band, and me I'm pulling this way, and he's pulling the other way, and it's gonna snap at some point. So we need to be equally yoked for us to be able to make that decision that yes, we are both chasing after God, and we're both going on this path of celibacy.
If you haven't gotten to understand what God's love is for you, how can you share it to somebody else?
I love it.
You can't, because you don't know it. You don't know it. And you even said one time that you said something that you have to like learning to forgive yourself and stuff like that. When you draw closer to God, you actually learn that God, I actually need to try and be better to myself. God, I am God's image. I am an image of God. But a lot of times we want to see that person is the image of God. That it's far away from you. Start walking in the journey of trying to have an intimate relationship with God. You start seeing yourself as God wants to see you, and then the weaknesses keeps popping up. Then the thing of sexuality, even you would know. Before you start working, you would know that, oh my word, what I'm doing to this body is not right. And so it's not somebody who will tell you. The Holy Spirit will tell you, convict you that you are sleeping with this person today. Tomorrow it's another you go back to the bathroom, you're showering, you're like, oh my God, what did I just do to myself? And you're just feeling bad because now you're seeing yourself as God sees you. And that's what will just make you stop. It's not that somebody will come and tell you, oh, what keep yourself so that your husband, and it's good, it's true. It is true what they're saying, but till you identify yourself in God and tell God, I want to see myself in an image of you. And it's funny because even walking the image of God doesn't just start now. Yes, you're praying that prayer now that you're single, but when you get married as well, you have to start telling God, help me see myself as a wife in you.
Wow, I love that.
So different. Like each journey, each step, even a mother. When you become a mother, Father, help me see who you see me as a mother, so that I can be a good mother to my kids. Because it's not easy. This journey is so long and hard.
Thanks for killing the dream.
Are you sure you want to get married?
I know you need a spiritual covering and authority to guide you through the process, but I'm assuming maybe that has not happened. I'm not a church. I'm speaking for the sake of everyone else.
Yes.
There's no, you guys are not a church setup. You guys do the can we stay then either it's called marriage after a few times 6 months in this country. And then life will move on, you're having kids, then you start saying that this man is trash. I don't know how you would speak on that for people who are dating and they feel like, say by the way, I think tuko kwa hiyo situation is just that I don't know how to bring it up because I don't want to hurt his feelings. And those who are already in it and they're living in it, how would you?
I don't know. Me first I'd say your company, the company that you keep,
like
having
friends,
like having other men who have strong relationships or strong marriages, for example, for that person. Maybe first, maybe like Grace said, you're not in a church setup, even though I'd really encourage you to find a church and a family to be under. It's very important. Having men who speak sound wisdom, not just men who are taking you boom twaf. No, men who are speaking. I'm saying boom twaf is like they just take you to club. Me, I'm not talking about those kind of men. I'm talking about men who can sit you down and speak sound wisdom to you, who can be able to speak to tell you, by the way, apa viloli do, that's not nice. Men who can even be father figures to you.
God puts, even when you have daddy issues or mommy issues, God always puts people your way. It could be a pastor, it could be your friend. God always brings people your way, but you have to be willing to accept whatever covering that they're giving to you. God wants you to get there. He wants you to get there because he wants you to understand and enjoy having that relationship with him as your father. You know, so he wants you to get there. So he would always bring people around your way who would walk with you there, but you have to be willing to accept it. And you had said that the wife or the girlfriend or whoever the partner is may be like, oh yeah, I don't want to talk to him because it's going to hurt his feelings. That's already a no in a relationship. You can't already say, well, I think it gets as you grow. As you grow in your relationship, you have to get to a point where you shouldn't be scared to tell him, Auntie, I'm not going to tell you because it will hurt your feelings. Yeah. It's the way you say it. You can't say it.
It's not what you say, it's
how you say it. It makes such a big difference.
And it could help because you are telling him, but you're not telling him in a
nice way,
an arrogant way, or when you say it is important and how you say it. You can't say it when the incident has just happened. Maybe he's already done an act of his father issues or right then. No, you don't say that. That's wisdom, bro.
Just let
wait, you pray, and then you say it later, and the way you say it also counts. What do you guys think is to us as individuals? What do you think is a perfect or good marriage or good relationship to you?
For me, what I've learned is that when you're coming together in a relationship, or especially if you're coming together in a marriage, because I believe that at least when you're approaching a relationship, it should be something that you want to last. At least you should be in that kind of frame of mind. See, you're just dating,
sampling
for fun, you know. Dating, I'm hoping that you're dating for marriage, you know. And what I've learned is that there needs to be a place of two people who are whole, and this is something that even Michelle mentioned in one of the episodes. Two people who are whole, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. They are whole as a person. They don't need another person to come and complete them and make them whole. Yeah,
whole for each other.
Huh?
Whole for each other.
No, whole for themselves.
Yeah, that's something. Oh, for themselves.
Yes, whole for themselves, not whole for each other. When you come together, that's when you make whole for yourself. Yeah. That you, as a human being, even if you are never going to get married, that you would not break down because you needed another person to complete you. That you would be fine the way you are. Now, when those two people come under God, that is what I believe leads to a good marriage. Yeah. Or a stroke relationship. But you see, the thing is that also is that it's not that I'm saying two perfect people, because it's nothing like that.
My question is, I don't think you being whole is a one-time thing. I don't think you can feel like I'm whole now. I think it's a gradual thing.
Okay, what I mean is, even in life, you grow. Who you are today is not who you're going to be tomorrow. Yeah. That's not what I mean. Okay. You will definitely grow with your partner. Yeah. 20 years, when I was 15 or when I'm going to be 54, will be completely two different people, you know. And that is in growing, but you will still maintain fundamental principles or things of who you are. Okay. There are things that you would lose.
You better stand for something or else you'll fall
Thank
for
you.
anything.
Thank you.
Okay,
yeah.
That's it.
You get what I mean?
That's in my mind. I'm saying the wholeness thing.
I get.
It's not like, because if you say I'm entering this thing and I think I know myself, I'm whole, I can cook, I can do this, I can handle this, and then you have a child and you're like,
what? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know anything.
Yeah, I get.
You have a thing, you have a misunderstanding or a situation that you're like, oh my god, I don't even know how I'm going to handle this. Yeah. You even start doubting yourself. You know, that's what I mean by.
Okay, I now understand what you're saying.
Yeah, what I mean by when I don't think it's. I don't think this is personally. I don't think it's like wholeness of I'm getting into this and I know it.
Right.
You know, I think most of the times in this our generation we enter into marriage with the notion that we are I'm the princess, I'm the whole package, dude. I'm giving you this. But we are not. Yeah. You know. Yeah. That's why I like that thing that says.
It's true. No, it's true, by the way. You think you're all that until you find out you're not. Guy.
You ain't. That's why I like that quote that says, marriage is two imperfect people.
Yeah.
Come together. Right. You know, and they try and just the imperfection.
I think what we can say is that there are certain things that before you get married, you need to at least have a firm foundation on.
I agree.
So for things like salvation, your relationship with God, that one is, even when you evolve, that one is still what you believe in. There are certain things that you need to.
Yes, your beliefs.
They need to be
that's there. That's what I agree.
Your
that's
beliefs.
What I want.
Okay, so then let's call them beliefs instead of being whole.
Yeah.
That beliefs that won't change your relationship with Christ. Yeah. That's one. You see, the other one is what? Your morals, like what you believe in.
Yeah, it's all part of believing. Like your salvation in whole.
In whole.
The salvation package, whole thing. Because you know you had said wholeness physically. Then you were when I'm like, so now if the guy has an accident, what will happen? Or the or the woman. So you can't say I'm going in.
That's so true.
Holy full package. Anything.
Okay, I'm telling you, marriage is serious.
I'd want to be in a relationship that has, first of all, that God is the foundation.
Oh yes.
Like that's a no-brainer. Also, a relationship where there's mutual respect. So, like, you don't go about doing funny business that will disrespect me in any way. And then, of course, friendship. That love and that kind of friendship that's not even romantic, you know.
Just your buddies for real.
Exactly.
Boys or girls, girls.
That's the definition of a good relationship.
Anyway, you had said that you want them to be buddies, like girls. Now, on TD Jake's message again, he said a lot of times we think like that, and it's all good, but you have to know he's not a girl.
Yeah, he's not your girlfriend.
He can never be your girlfriend. Yes, it's good and all, and it's nice. Like, if I have any gossip, the first person I want to call and tell is my husband, and I love that. But I have to accept that he's not always going to be in the mood to hear my gossips as my girl. And I shouldn't be angry.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because he's a man. He's a man. He's not a lady.
As in, wait.
Yes, mommy.
My dreams.
You're not marrying your
crushed.
girlfriend.
No, as in, you know the way, like, you guys have that connection. And
the connection is there.
Wait,
it's there.
You
should actually have that connection.
Let me ask. As in, there's that thing, I think. Of course, because he's always eager to pick up your phone calls. I don't know about guys who are married for 100 years. But I'm saying when it's nice and fresh, you think you're that friend's
it's
friend.
Always nice and fresh.
And then, okay, well, me, I think he enjoys my udaku. Like, he likes it. He goes like, and then, see, then you just come. We talk about it when you get here. That
you know,
is him just telling me, girl,
no.
Keep quiet.
You see, the thing is, it's not that he doesn't enjoy when you guys are like having your conversations, but you also need to understand that he's a man and you are a woman. How you think is completely different. Completely different.
My dreams are crushed.
No, we're not crushing your dreams.
He's still, like, now, truly, Josh is my buddy.
Yes.
Like, if literally, like, I'm sitting here and we're already texting about something, gossip. My mom says we are gossips, literally. We literally are. We are always talking about something either silly or let's say we'll see something and I will think about it, but I'm like, I don't think he's silly. And then he'll say and we'll start laughing. And then we'll literally talk about the whole thing. The whole time. Like, we're gossiping. But I have learned that he's not always going to be in the mood
for that all
for
the time.
that girly behavior all the time, and I shouldn't take it wrongly. You know, like, let's say he's not in the mood for gossip girl, and then I try and bring a gossip, and then he doesn't react
the way you want him to react.
I want him to
and
react.
Then you get mad.
And then I get mad. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't like me.
Man.
But did I do anything to make him angry? Is he angry with me?
Overthinkers.
Exactly.
Man, the things that we do. Oh.
No.
Yeah.
He's just making it, but it's just because he's a dude.
Yeah.
So he's not tuned for that at that moment, and it's okay. But you see, like now, let's say we haven't talked for long and we see each other. Like now, even as we are here,
Yeah.
we are shooting. But how many times have we gone off?
Yet, like,
Lord.
that's just how we were made. That's how we just
And
women
we
are.
can't go
Our
from point
dear-
A to B. That's why our minds are like.
Even when you look at the creation story, like the woman has been called to submit to the man. That doesn't mean atina winyenyekea.
I'm not saying.
No. I'm not dismissing you. But then I feel like sometimes you find that smarter and more beautiful women tend to
Like, I'm the one.
yes, and that to a man. I mean, no one wants to
Be
feel
disrespected.
belittled, like
Yeah,
belittled basically.
Yeah.
So I feel like it should be like that the woman is smart, but what she said earlier, how you say it and when you say it is picture, yeah. Because for example, if you're always belittling your man,
Even in front of people, especially.
making him feel like he's not the leader, he's not the authority in the relationship, you know, because it shouldn't be like that. It's not a woman leading the home, as much as some women will be like, me, I'm independent, I can do this. That's fine, that's good, do you, boo boo, but know your place at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because you can't have it all.
Yeah.
You can't.
And you can't do it all. That's someone again says that it's okay when you say, I can handle all of this, but that's not true. TDJX was saying how we as women, we are not created to do it all. We are not created to take care of the house. Then when you come, the pipe is spoiled. Then you go and fix the pipe. Then you're a mother again. Then you are going to work for yourself to feed your heart. We are not created to do that. In a good Christian, biblical, godly world where what God actually pictured for us, that's not what we are supposed to do. We are not created. So you will get tired, you will get depressed, you will get angry, and you pour all of that to the world or the people around you. So that's not how. We can't do it all by ourselves. That's a lie. It's good if you can, but in actual sense you can't do it because you're tired. It's so much.
Yeah,
because you have, as a woman, we are built with so many emotions.
Yeah.
So all of this, you are fixing this, you are doing this. It's not.
You'll be a miserable wreck.
But
also,
listen to that sermon.
There's the part of
in the page.
sure. But there's the part of there's always almost like been a power struggle between the man and the woman in terms of even when it comes to the feminist movement, how it has been empowering women for a very long time, but it's also come to a place where guys are like, hey, I think you're now it's becoming either too much, or they're saying that the man is not having any say when it comes to the feminist movement. What I think is that one, you can be, yes, a smart woman, and you can even be a woman who has a very well-paying job, but at the same time you're still submissive in your home.
Yep.
Yeah.
You cannot wear the pants in your family and expect to still have a husband who wears those same pants.
Yeah,
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, true.
It can't work like that. You can be powerful, be making like thousands of dollars, have a strong, empowering job, but when it comes to the home, you're still able to serve your husband with humility.
Yeah.
And actually, if you do that, your husband will even push you up
Even
to
more.
be
Exactly.
better.
Exactly.
And will praise you and be like, yay, and be proud of it.
Yeah.
And my wife is the one doing this.
Yeah.
My wife is the one. We had talked about it before that we would probably want to continue talking about this relationship thing.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions or anything, just write down, and hopefully we may get some guys.
Yeah. Yay! To be part of the
and-
show.
For once.
Yes.
To give
Your opinion.
Yeah. So please comment, write any topic that you feel, I'd really be like, be inspired or be blessed if they actually talked about this, and then we probably might actually pick one of those topics to talk about.
And feel free to point the questions out to the single children here, the
old women
here.
It's
gonna
be a different story. Frogs stage.
Bye, guys.
Okay.